Well, it's 2006, 4 years after we saw the last James Bond flick Die Another Day. And well, Eon Productions decided to start fresh with a reboot of the series and get a new face for Bond in the form of Daniel Craig. Let's talk about Casino Royale. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews presents the summer of 007. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D. So, I'm going to be bringing to y'all the final stretch of the summer of 007, with the first of the Daniel Craig movies in the form of Casino Royale, released in 2006 by Columbia for MGM, which of course this would be the first to be co-produced by Columbia. Now, if you've not seen my reviews for the other James Bond movies, including my rankings for the Sean Connery, Roger Moore, and Pierce Brosnan eras, I advise you to click on that card coming right there for a chance to take you to the playlist so you can catch up with what you might have missed or see them again if you wish. But believe me, I got over 20 videos in that playlist, so you might want to take caution. But for now, let's get into Casino Royale. Now, of course, this is actually the third time this has been done. Of course, in and it's based on Ian Fleming's novel, the same name that came out in 1953. Of course, the first time it was on TV, and then it was in the spy satire of the same name in 1967. Anyway, this here was what Eon Productions wanted to do: reboot the series, allowing them to show a less experienced and more vulnerable Bond. So, now the plot has Bond on an assignment to bankrupt terrorist financier Lechevre, or how the heck you pronounce it, I've only seen it like a few times, a high-stakes poker game at the Casino Royale. And he falls in love with Vesper Lind. So, let's go ahead and get into this. MI6 operative James Bond gains promotion to 00 agent status by assassinating two targets: traitorous section chief Dryden at the British Embassy in Prague and his contact Fisher, with Bond doing the famous gun barrel sequence to kill the latter as the film opens. In Uganda, the mysterious Mr. White introduces Stephen Obano, a high-ranking member of the Lord's Resistance Army, to Lechifre, an Albanian private banker to terrorists. Obano entrusts Lechifre with a large sum of money to invest. Lechifre subsequently buys put options on aerospace manufacturer Skyfleet, betting on the company's failure given his insider knowledge of a terrorist attack. In Madagascar, Bond pursues bomb maker Malacca to an embassy, killing him and blowing up the building. In London, MI6 Chief M admonishes Bond for causing an international incident and ignoring her orders to capture Malacca alive. Clues point to corrupt Greek official Alex Demetrius, whom Bond finds in the Bahamas. After winning his 1964 Aston Martin DB5 in a poker game and seducing his wife Solange, Bond pursues Demetrios to Miami and kills him. Bond then thwarts the destruction of Skyfleet's prototype airliner, costing Lechifre his entire investment, $101,206,000 in total. Due to Demetrius' failure to carry out the attack, his wife Solange is subsequently tortured and killed. To recoup his client's lost money, Lechifre organizes a high-stakes Texas Hold'em tournament at the Casino Royale in Montenegro. MI6 enters Bond in the tournament, believing a defeat will force Lechifre to seek asylum with the British government in exchange for information on his clients. Bond is paired with Vesper Lynn, a British Treasury agent protecting the 10 million buy-in. During their train ride, they assess and make insightful guesses about each other in Montenegro. Montenegro, excuse me if I mispronounce it. They meet their contact, Rene Mathis. Bond seems to gain the upper hand, deducing Le Chiffre's tell. Albano ambushes Le Chiffre, but allows him to continue playing to win back the money. Albano's bodyguard spots Bond and Vesper, but Bond kills him and Albano both. After comforting a traumatized Vesper, Bond loses his stake because Le Chiffre has been tipped off about his own tale. Vesper refuses to cover the $5 million rebuy, but fellow player Felix Leiter, a CIA agent, agrees to stake Bond enough money to continue in exchange for taking Le Chiffre into American custody. Le Chiffre's lover, Valenka, poisons Bond's martini with Digitales, retrieving an antidote and defibrillator from his Aston Martin DBS V12. Bond passes out, but Vesper rescues him. Bond returns to the game, which culminates in a $150 million hand that Bond wins with a straight flush. Apparently tipped off by Mathis, Le Chiffre kidnaps Vesper and uses her to trap Bond. Le Chiffre brings the captives to an abandoned ship and tortures Bond to reveal the account number and password to the winnings. But Bond refuses. Mr. White bursts in and kills Le Chiffre as punishment for betraying the trust of his organization by gambling with their money, leaving Bond and Vesper alive. Now to the ending. You know the procedure like always. You have exactly 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below to avoid the ending spoilers. Okay? Now, if you've seen this movie already, which I'm sure a lot of you have, please continue on after the 5 seconds are over with. Thank you, and here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Bond awakens in MI6 hospital and has Mathis arrested as a traitor. After transferring the wings, Bond spends time recovering with Vesper at his side and the two fall in love. He resigns from MI6 and they run away to Venice. When M reveals the money was never deposited, Bond realizes Vesper has betrayed him. He follows her to a handoff of the money where gunmen take her captive as soon as they spot him. Bond shoots the building's flotation devices, causing the Foundation to sink into the Grand Canal. He kills the gunman, but Vesper is imprisoned in an elevator, plunging into the rising water. Seeing Bond wishes to rescue her, she locks the door, indicating he should save himself. Bond is unable to free Vesper before she drowns. Mr. White escapes with the money. M informs Bond the organization behind Le Chiffre threatened to kill Vesper's lover unless she becomes a double agent. When Bond coldly renounces Vesper as a traitor, saying, "The bitch is dead," M deduces that she likely made a deal later with White, trading the money for Bond's life. And Bond returns to service. Realizing Vesper left her phone to help him, he checks the contacts and locates Mr. White at an estate in Lake Como. Shooting him in the leg, 007 introduces himself. The name's Bond. James Bond, leading to the events of the next film, Quantum of Solace. End of story. So, what did I think of Casino Royale? Well, since I've seen it just a few times, not too many, but I do have some memories of this. I think this was a good jump start to bring Bond back in a new way. I absolutely do agree on some things and what have you. And this film got a lot of good reviews. Everybody really did enjoy this. I mean, and Daniel Craig was absolutely really good as 007. And overall, it has with a rating on the tomato meter of 94%, make it the second highest rating for a Bond film on that side, alongside From Russia with Love and Dr. No, right behind Goldfinger, which earned a 99%. It received good reviews, even from CinemaScore. Everyone absolutely did enjoy this, and I gotta agree with them. Daniel Craig was absolutely good. Let's see. The rest of the cast: Ava Green plays Vesper Lynn, very good. Mads Mikkelsen as Le Chiffre. Um, Giancarlo Giannini as Mathis. Jesper Christensen as Mr. White. Let's see. Yeah. And there's several others. We also have Jeffrey Wright as Felix Leiter, who apparently this would be the second time this character would actually be the character of Leiter would be played by an African American person. Of course, Leiter was recently played by Bernie Casey in the non-Eon produced film Never Say Never Again. And finally, the only other person that returns from the previous films is M, who is once again played by Dame Judi Dench. I must admit, they were all real good, and with a runtime of 144 minutes, that sounds longer than any other film in the franchise I've seen. Yeah. The music from David Arnold was really good, which of course I'm referring to the score. And of course its theme song was done by late great Soundgarden and Audio Slave frontman Chris Cornell, called You Know My Name, which was pretty good. Martin Campbell's direction was really good. So I gotta say, everything in this was just pretty good. So overall, the question is, would I recommend Casino Royale from 2006? I would say, hell yeah. This is a Bond flick you definitely will not be disappointed with. It has a good cast, it's got a good score, good direction, etc., 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 etc. Anyway, due to this, the film went on to make 616 million worldwide. Which would make it the highest grossing Bond film for the next few years, until it was surpassed by Craig's third Bond outing in the form of Skyfall, which will be reviewed later on this week. But anyway, and it's got good action, of course, just like what you could get from any other James Bond film, you know. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Casino Royale? You can tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me next time when I continue with Quantum of Solace. Thank you for watching, and if you like this, you may want to check out some of these other movies that I've recently done reviews of. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the Suicide Squad, or go to the upper right-hand corner and see my review of Free Guy, or if you just want something else that may not have much action, what have you, you can go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of the Aretha Franklin biopic, Respect. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.